Hey fellow travelers, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement of packing for a trip, but have you ever reached airport security only to realize you've got a no-go item in your hand luggage? Yep, I've been there. Let's make sure it doesn't happen to you. Here's a quick rundown of what not to pack in your plain hand luggage. First up, the obvious one, weapons. This includes guns, knives, even those tiny Swiss Army ones. Sorry folks, no tools of defense or offense in the cabin. Moving on to something that might surprise you, certain sports equipment. Got a cricket bat or a golf club? Those can't fly with you in the cabin. They might be great for sport, but they're a no-go on a plane. Now for the beauty enthusiasts, listen up. Those large bottles of perfumes or lotions. If they're over 100 milliliters, they need to be checked in. Yep. The 3-1-1 liquid rule is in full effect. Keep your toiletries small and within a clear plastic bag. And here's a weird one. Gel-type candles. They might set the mood at your destination, but they can't travel with you in the cabin. The same goes for your favorite jams and preserves. If they're gel-like, they need to be under 100 milliliters or checked in. Are you a fan of DIY projects? Be cautious with tools. Anything sharp or bladed, like screwdrivers or box cutters, must be left out of your hand luggage. And for those who love a good meal, be careful with certain food items. No creamy cheeses or soups in containers larger than 100 milliliters in your carry-on. I know it's sad to leave that gourmet cheese behind. Finally, a big one for the tech-savvy, spare lithium batteries. Keep them out of your checked luggage. They need to be in your carry-on, but make sure they're properly protected to prevent short circuits. Now let's talk about some less obvious items. Did you know that certain medical supplies can be restricted? For instance, ice packs or gel packs used for medical purposes must be declared and sometimes need special approval. Also be mindful of your electronic devices. While most gadgets are allowed, some airlines have restrictions on the number of devices you can carry. Always check with your airline beforehand, and don't forget about your duty-free purchases. Liquids bought at duty-free shops must be in a secure, tamper-evident bag with the receipt inside. Otherwise, they might be confiscated at security. Now, let's dive into some more items you should avoid packing. Flammable items like lighter fluid, fireworks, and even some types of batteries are a big no-no. They pose a significant risk and are strictly prohibited. Next, let's talk about self-defense items. Pepper spray, mace, and stun guns are not allowed in your carry-on. They might make you feel safe, but they can't come with you on the plane. And for the hobbyists out there, be cautious with your crafting supplies. Items like knitting needles and crochet hooks are often allowed, but it's best to check with your airline to avoid any issues. Musical instruments can also be tricky. While small instruments like violins and flutes are usually fine, larger ones might need special arrangements. Always confirm with your airline. And lastly, be mindful of your souvenirs. Items like snow globes, if they contain more than 100 milliliters of liquid, need to be checked in. There you have it, a comprehensive guide to keep your hand luggage free from banned items and your journey smooth. Always double check with your airline as regulations can vary, and we wouldn't want any surprises at the airport, would we? Safe travels, and don't forget to leave those no-no items at home or safely stowed in your checked bags.